Hey everybody, how's everybody doing tonight? I know the music is too loud. Let's fix that. Hey, let me ask you this. You put in all this work. You were busy recording this video. You did all the editing. You did the camera work. You wrote a script or you did bullet points. And then you publish it. And crickets. Nobody watches. It's not even a 10 out of 10. Maybe it was 10 out of 10, but you've got a short that for some dumb reason 1,000 people watched, but now your video only has 50 views tops, and you're like, what's going on? Why aren't people watching my video? You are fighting with this mentally. You're fighting with this physically. It's killing you. It really is. You're just, wow, what's going on? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. It's not burnout. No, it's that feeling of disappointment. Like, oh man, I did so much work. Why didn't anybody watch it? You just, what the heck's going on? You don't know. Why didn't anybody watch my video? It just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand. Why didn't they? And so let's look at some ideas here. As soon as everything works. There we go. All right. So your video flops and your brain spirals and you're like, man, I gave it everything and I still got a 9 out of 10. This is the face of a crater on the edge. I did all the right things. Why didn't it work? Have you ever poured your soul into a video and it tanked? Did you like, oh man, I worked so hard on that video and nobody watched it. What was up with that? You're just trying to say, help me out here. This is my video. This is my video that I was so proud of. It was Zen and the art of content creation. I have others, but this one is the one that hurts the most to me because I put so much effort into it. I was so excited about it. Oh man, this is going to be cool. People are going to love this. People are going to watch this. Here it is. I cut out so much. I had a lot of stuff in it. And I'm like, oh man, nobody's going to want to watch a video that's longer than 8 minutes. So I just kept cutting till I got it down to 5 minutes to change. I did. I kept trying, and luckily, you folks are on with me live. You watched it, and you told me how much you loved it. And that meant the world to me, and that helped heal that place. But I was so devastated because I had tried so hard with this video. I thought, man, just something to mix it up, another way to present the content. And I was even thinking about I was going to do a series, and it didn't. It wasn't a 10 out of 10. Over time, because I made it the intro video to my channel, because I thought, well, maybe this will bring more people landed on my channel, and it got views that way. But people didn't stick around. They didn't watch. If I go look at the analytics, it got me 2 subscribers, 5.7 hours of watch time. That's not chump change, mind you, but, the engagement, it was a little more than typical. But my average view duration was 1 minute and 55 seconds. 14 seconds less than my usual. What? Why? What? I love this video. I really thought it was going to be amazing. And we take it so personal when that happens. And I want to say, don't go in that pit. Don't go in that pit of despair. It is not the place to go. It is not the place to go. Why this happens. Why creating video drains you mentally and emotionally. YouTube, at times, is a digital slot machine. I mean, best doesn't always equal most viewed. You got the scripting or the the filming, the editing, the thumbnails, the analytics. Your brain is overloaded. You got all these videos that say, "Oh, did you remember the 10 things you need to remember before you upload or right after you upload?" And then you juggle these 10 roles with zero rest. How many of us have spent hours upon hours upon hours late at night editing video because you were just so excited about it? I mean, man, I did everything right, but the numbers said wrong. It's cognitive dissonance when the effort doesn't match the outcome. Like, why? Why doesn't it match the outcome? I don't understand. I gotta find my eCam. Where'd it go? All right, let's see. Ta-da! Hello, mommy. Hello. All right, we're gonna go. I swear, right before the show, I tested this out, and things are, for me, the reason I think is procrastination, lack of preparation. Yeah, I can see that. Finally, after a month of being late or absent, I'm early. Finally made the right notification for my alarm. Oh, that's awesome. I love it when you're here, Lala. Good day, friends. How, Roy? Roy is live. Yes, live and alive. That's the $1 million question, indeed. Yes, it is. It is a $1 million question. Good evening, troublemakers. Yes, indeed. Good evening, troublemakers. Hi, Matt. Hi, Lala. Everything I've done is tanked. That's not true, man. It's not true. We're going to talk about that. Are you talking directly to me, Tech Troublemaker? It feels like you are. This is to lift you up. Didn't you do 8 major edits for the Zen? I did all kind of edits for the Zen video. I did content on multiple cameras. I did a crazy number of edits. Hi, John. La. Hey, Lauren Stewart. Welcome. My best video got a copyright takedown. Best video ever. Now it's on BitChute. Oh no, that's terrible. I keep telling myself I need to make more VODs, so I do, and they get 9 views. During last week's Holy Week, I was happily surprised for the first time in 4 years that I had more than 70 people during the live and about 700 plus views during the live. Wow, that is fantastic. I thought I finally understood what I needed to do. Then the next day, my live stream got less than 100 views. It was a glitch. It wasn't a glitch. Come on, it's not a glitch. It's not a glitch in the Matrix. It just, these things happen. Hello, hide comment. There we go. All right. It was a glitch. There we go. Nope. No glitch. Okay. And then you get the creator failure mindset when the brain says, I flopped, so I must be a flop. One bad video equals I must be bad at this. Self-worth tied to views and numbers. That is so wrong. Comparing bloopers to someone else's highlight reel. You stop resting. You stop enjoying. You stop living. If you're not enjoying this, maybe you need a break. Next week's show, I'm going to have Florence from Equip Institute on here. And we're going to talk about how to get excited again when you take a break. Or when life happens. So please tune in next week at 9 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday night. Today's 22nd plus 7, 29th. April 29th is when it'll be. So definitely be here. Florence is going to be here. We're going to talk about that. But we're going to stick with this topic right now, where I want you to not measure your self-value with the video that you released. You will find your audience. You have a unique voice. It's going to happen. People are going to find you. From burnout to breakthrough, fixing the failure loop. Rename failure. 9 out of 10 means consistency, not failure. You need to detach results from your self-worth. Your job is to make, not perform. Take back that inner critic. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to do this in a puppet voice. Take back that inner critic And do not, maybe I should do all this. Take back that inner critic. Yeah. Take back that inner critic and don't, anyway, so, yeah. It's coming. Just wait. Yeah, the puppet show's coming, okay? It's coming soon, so. Practical strategies. Let's talk about things. So, we talked about this a little bit last week, but you can batch content, reduce pressure per upload. You can batch produce, go off, record a bunch of videos. We talked about Matt the other week. He had recorded a bunch of videos. He hadn't edited them yet. They're out there now, right? Track progress by quality, not by views. If you are proud of it, if you are proud of the content that you made, there's a reason. It feels good to make content like that. Yeah, maybe my thumbnail wasn't good enough. And so I didn't bring the boys out from the yard, to watch my video. Maybe the title wasn't clear. Maybe so many things. But if you feel really good about that video, you say, this is some of my best work, and I hate the world didn't notice it, but I made it. And I challenged myself. I pushed myself to do things I had never done before, and I learned some stuff from it. I learned how to edit a video in a way I had never done before. I learned, how to do a slow fade in, maybe. What did you learn? I learned how to do different fonts. I learned how to stick to my brand colors. All those things. What? You need to believe. You need to believe. You need to believe in yourself that you can do this. When things don't go well, poke fun at yourself. Lean into it. Celebrate that one win of the week to rewire your brain. You got to be, sometimes we have to be our own best advocate. We have to be the person that pats ourselves on the back. When there are other people out there, join a mastermind, go make like-minded friends, compare notes, talk to each other. Celebrate the wins, commiserate the losses, look at it together and say, what could I have done better on this? What would have made this a better video? Think about that and do that. And I always say, get 1% better every time. What is the one thing? Be scientific. Don't change the world like I do, where you got to change everything up at the last minute. I decided tonight I wanted to stand up when I did my video because I miss standing up when I do my videos. My stand-up desk doesn't go quite high enough. So I'm like, hey, what do I do with the camera? I'm like, hey, what do I do with the monitor? So you see me looking down a little bit. I'm working on it. This is a new setup, but I was like, I want to do different. I want to do this. And so here it is. Here it is. And so, yeah, it's going to be amazing. Now, let's talk about real creator struggles. What is one thing that crushed your motivation recently? We're going to read the comments live. I left a note to myself there. Give encouragement. You're not alone. This is normal. Like, look at this comment here in the corner. You're an idiot. No one watches your channel. Thank you, Purple Abstract Monkey Boy. I don't know who you are, but thanks for posting that comment. I really appreciate it. It really, it touched my heart that you left that comment for me. Hey, look, I got a reaction out of somebody. They posted a comment. They hated my video so bad. They think I'm so horrible that they posted a comment. There you go. So, did I ban them from my channel? No. They'll come back one day maybe and leave me another comment because it's like kibble. You leave it there. So, But tell me in the comments. Tell me about that time, that one thing that crushed your motivation recently. And we'll come back to this. Let's go back. Let's go back and see you guys. I want to see what you're up to. All right. I'm way behind. But I know it won't be down because it truly had a great time during the series. If you had a great time, Lala, you look like you were having a lot of fun. I loved that you were sharing your faith, that you were reading, from scripture during Holy Week. That was fantastic. And I joined in every time I could. The couple of videos that have taken off for me seem to have needed 6 to 12 months to find the right audience. That's why I try to do evergreen content. That is fantastic. That is what we should all be doing. We shouldn't try to chase viral videos. That's not us. That's not who we are. We're not Mr. Beast. We don't even want to be Mr. Beast, okay? That man's miserable. He lives and breathes making videos every day. Yes, batch production does help. I just do want to repurpose for TikTok and Facebook just to be intentional about IG. All right. Yeah. Hey, it's Florence in the house. Friends, please don't forget to like that. Yes, hit that like button. It truly helps when we like, share, and subscribe as it gets pushed to others as well. Yeah. Hey, Florence, looking forward to you guesting with Roy. Yep, she's going to be here next week. Speak life over yourself always. Yes. Hey, Lala. Yes, 1% better is more than enough. Small baby steps. Hey, if sometimes I do 0.001% better. It's not always a win. Try to appreciate what you have in terms of views and subscribers rather than always looking for more. Exactly. Roy, you are so tall. I bet you. Your sit-stand desk will be okay for me. I am so small. I'm 5'11". It's funny because I have a son that's 6'2". I have a daughter that's 5. I have a daughter that's 5'8", a daughter that's 5'7", another son that is approaching 5'11". So, yeah. This desk was. I didn't want to buy an expensive electric desk, so I bought this anyway. All right, push your content further. Exactly. Wow, that's so mean. I don't know why there are people like that. Yeah, I know, but it's okay. Just write thanks for support on things like that. Yes. Look, you got a reaction. They left a comment. If the YouTube gremlins think it's amazing when people leave comments, then great, because it fed that. Crushed my motivation. Tech issues with a live selling platform. Yeah. You can do this, Matt. You have risen up through the ashes a couple times, when things just kind of went off the rails. I have not had the motivation crushing moment yet. I am not foolish enough to believe that it won't come. I just made my mind that I'm going to push through it. And that is where I am this year. In previous years, April was burnout month for me. And so I'm not going to be burned out this year. I'm going to just push through. I'm going to do this because why? Because I love doing this. I love interacting with you guys. And so I hope that I'm doing something of value, that somebody found this video and watched it, or that one of you guys are watching it now and there's something here that helped lift you up and motivated you and said, he's right. I can't just dwell on this. I got to focus. I got to refocus. I got to push myself. So, yeah. Ta-da. There we go. I was thinking it was during my first year of YouTube live stream, someone commented, "Oh, you are so, so you're not a good crafter." Oh, that's terrible. David, how you doing, sir, man? How are you? David Hunt in the house. Yes. Hey, David Hunt. So true, John. The ones still get views and monetized for me are the ones that are on the how-tos and tips. Yeah. That's one of the things is that this channel has had some videos that did well, but those weren't the videos I enjoyed doing the most. And so I like going the opposite direction. Hello, Equipment Studio Florence. Yeah. I don't know how you doing. Extra. Hello. Hi, David. Hi, Equip Institute. Florence, moderator, salute. We met Roy in person the first time. I was shocked at how tall he was. Everyone was tall. Ah, la, but you are tall in stature. Your personality is tall. You are amazing. So, and it says, laugh out loud for me is the other way around. People are shocked how small I am. Oh, really? Wow. Hey, Rich Vibes from the UK. Yes, it's 3 o'clock here. Well, DJing keeps you out late. Rocking the house. It's Fish Stick. Hello. Florence says the comment, regardless of what it is, tells their algorithm that someone's engaging. That means the algorithm will push your content out more and hopefully make people like that person mad. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to get vindictive here. Yeah, so David's saying hi to Anna and Rich Vibes and Philip. I've been lurking. Rich Vibes, yeah. How are y'all? So glad to be here. Long time no see. Yeah, I was so happy to see you posted a video today. I saw you posted a short today. You may have posted more than one short, but I only saw one that the YouTube said, hey, let me show you this. I actually even got a notification when you posted. I was working and couldn't watch it then, but I came back later and watched it. I am not exhausted ever. It takes more time to script, title, and thumbnail the video than it actually takes to. That is true. That is true. And then my question for you, David, is do you do the script? So obviously you do the script before the video, the title. Do you do the title and the thumbnail before or after you make the video? Philip Rich. Florence, hello. Looking forward to seeing you on Roy's channel next week. Equip us to it, Florence. That's right. Yep. Another thing we have in common, my friend. Thanks, Matt. Matt has the YouTube selling has YouTube selling introduced already in the U.S.? Good question, Matt. Inquiring minds want to know, Matt. Tell us. So, let's finish up here. All right. So, I want to talk about if this spoke to you tonight, you belong here on this channel. You do. Because we are a band of creators who want to see each other succeed. We want to motivate others to hit that record button or hit that go live button and make content and be here and get your voice out there. So-and-so made a video about this, and I wanted to make a video about that. Yeah, watch that video. Does that video go deep enough to help somebody? There are so many generic videos right now. So many generic videos. That's why I don't want to make generic videos. I want to mix things up. I want to change something up every week that captures your attention so that you'll listen to me for a few minutes, and hopefully I'll say something that is useful to you and helpful to you. And that's what I want. I want so much for you to get value from this. And I also want us all to go along for the ride and lift each other up so we can all be successful together. This is a journey. I always hear people say it's not a race. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. And that is a true statement. It is a marathon. It's true. If you got any value out of this, maybe you're watching, maybe you're Team Replay. Hashtag Team Replay. If you're watching this, then, share this with somebody. My friend, he's a content creator. He needs to see this video because he did this video and he thinks it's horrible and he feels like nobody watched. And I try and encourage him, but, he needs to be with other content creators and talk about the struggles that he's having. I call this series creator therapy. I'm going to tell you up front, I am not a licensed therapist. I have experience points. I've broken a lot of stuff live and in recorded videos. I have done a lot of stuff in my life. Everything from being a DJ to working in recording studios to being a musician for a brief period of time and being a public speaker. And I just got to take all that stuff and I put it here and try to motivate others to get their voice out and hit that record button. So share this video with somebody if you think I need to share this with somebody. They're going to need this. So let's take a look here. I'm scrolling back. Sorry, going backwards. David says, Lala, your amazing height is nothing but a number. You are able to connect with so many people. We appreciate you. That is so true. Lala, we would not know how tall you are if you didn't tell us, because you are big enough to fit in front of the camera. So, hey Matt, hey everyone. That's right. Mommy God, she is like fine perfume. It comes in small bottles. I miss you so much. All right. If it has, I don't know about it, Mama God. I wonder how many subs you need for that. Probably a bazillion. Yeah, probably. I think Doc might have it. We'll go bug him. Hey, Philip. Thanks, Roy and David. I miss you. I was doing the title and the thumbnail afterwards. Now I'm trying to do the title and the thumbnail before I film. Yeah, I am trying to do that as well. I am trying to meticulously think through the whole process. I'm trying to be more methodical so that I make sure that I am not repeating myself, because I don't want that. Try to come back and you just lift my, trying to make a comeback and you just lift my spirit. That's what I want to do. I want all of us to lift each other's spirits. Matt, I will be going to a YouTube event tomorrow. I've been invited. It's YT Selling Launch, I think, for the Philippines. I'll share it with you if I'm allowed. That's awesome, Lala. Keep us in the loop there. I sometimes have the title, but the new series videos are scripted before I record them. Doing that makes the video flow much better than if I just had points or sticky notes. Yeah, okay. No, you got to do what works for you. I have been experimenting a little bit with using a teleprompter. I ain't in love with that yet. I don't know if I will be. Yes, I feel like this would be an encouraging video for content. It resonates with us all. Yeah. Yeah, great if possible. Please do, Lala. I'm very interested in learning more. Matt, we all want to know everything. I usually thumbnail afterwards. I used to use the same thumbnail for each live stream, but then I started to create those new ones each time now. Yeah. I got fussed at because I did a series where I was using the same thumbnail, and somebody said, you can't do that. All right. I have people that message me and give me advice a lot. And that's fine. Some of it is actually good advice, and I feel like it's coming from the heart, and some of it's just hurtful. I will do this perfect for you, Matt. We'll do, hey, I'm late. Hey, me. You're never late. This is the time you chose to start watching. What do other people? I know the conventional wisdom is create the title and the thumbnail first before recording. I mix it up. I will do a thumbnail. I'm now using ChatGPT, and I'll have it do a mock-up and say, hey, do a mock-up of what you think my thumbnails look like. So tonight, for example, I did a mock-up of my thumbnail, and I'll show you what it looked like. It was ugly, but hey, this is one I actually posted live with. Go here. There we go. All right. So this is ChatGPT mocked this up for me and said, "Oh, make this." I'm like, "There's too many words. There's too many words." Also, why couldn't you get the words in the box? I don't know, but that's what ChatGPT did for me. So I'm like, okay, fine. It's not gonna work. If you want to be that way, fine. Yep. Where did my mouse go? All right, we have that fun time. But anyway, so I will do one thumbnail ahead, and then after I make the video, sometimes I'll feel like that thumbnail's not perfect anymore, and I will make a couple more. If it's a recorded video, I try to go with 3 thumbnails and let YouTube pick the best one through the algorithm. Because it does that round robin, it shows each one to each person, and does a round robin, and then eventually, if one is definitely a banger above the others, it will push that out and make that your final permanent thumbnail. Granted, it's not scientific enough, so true. La such a gem. Hi Denise. Yep, definitely hi Denise. Hey Amy. Homemaking with Denise. Yeah. Thanks for the warm welcome. Yes, trying to create thumbnail and title first. Enjoyed hearing from Jake on Claire's live stream today on the topic. Yep. I missed it, but I will get back to watching. I'm glad to see she finally hit 1,000 subs, so I'm excited for her. I'm using ChatGPT to create thumbnails and titles. Such a time saver. Yeah, it doesn't represent me well. I'm just going to say that. That is its attempt to look like me. And I don't think I look that bad. I'm trying. Anyway. That's awesome. Oh, David, I know I'm doing it wrong way, because most of the time I create the video first and the idea before I create the thumbnail, but somehow this is my default. I know pro tip is Lala, you do what works. I don't, the only people that say this is the only way to do it are Mr. Beast type people. Yes. Yeah. I mean, he says, and it's crazy to me, that he won't do the video if he can't get the thumbnail right. And I'm like, no, man. No. I will die on the hill that I'm on. I will. It's true. It's just that's how it goes. The thumbnail and title are the most important, are as important as the content itself, perhaps even more. It's true. Those what get the views, get those click-throughs happening, so people will give your content a bit of time. Yes, sometimes I do it afterwards. I need to start doing more A/B testing, though. Yeah, I like using YouTube's A/B testing. TubeBuddies was better. I used to like it. I used it when I was a TubeBuddy customer. Now I'm not a TubeBuddy, so I don't do it. Thumbnails, yeah, I see what it suggests, and then I make my own Canva. Exactly. I say, oh, that's cool. Now tonight, for example, I made 3 different thumbnails in Canva, and then I uploaded them to ChatGPT and said, which one do you think's the best? And I did go with what it said it thought was the best. So, yeah. If people don't click, they don't watch. That's true. You no clicks, no watchy. It's true. It's a true statement. Yeah. All right. If you like this sort of stuff, if I said anything that you found useful, I would love it if you would subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. But I know most of you out there in my chat are subscribers. But if there's somebody out there watching right now and they are not subscribed, this is the kind of stuff that I do each week. And next week is going to be a banger episode with Florence from Equip Institute. And we are going to talk about what to do when you hit a hard spot that slows you down, takes away your motivation, and it's time to start making content again, and how to get refocused on the goals. Hopefully you made some goals this year before you started this year out. So, Mommy says, I agree about the reason behind this thumbnail. It's a hard habit to break. Kidding aside, I will do it. I will intentionally do the note from the first next time. Yes, I'm with you, Roy. Do what works best for you. A year ago, I was trying to do the way I was told. Now I know content creation is personal. Exactly. And people love authentic. Hello, David in chat. ChatGPT can be helpful with thumbnail ideas. Yes, and title ideas. You just have to teach it to craft the content the way it sounds better. I'm getting better at. Just talk to it like it's a friend. Does that sound crazy? I was all focused on prompts. I will go in great detail and write a prompt, but then like the other week, I'm like, hey, can you write some bullet points? Can you make them sound like me? And I literally fed it an old blog I had and said, go through this. This is what I sound like. Make this sound like me. That's the kind of stuff I do. So we don't miss out on awesome live. Hit that notify bell. Make it all so you won't miss out on any of Roy's content. Yes, that would be awesome. I would appreciate that. You will enjoy that video. It will be fantastic because Florence is on, and she's going to let me be there too. So it will be a fantastic night. You'll get lots of great information, and we will have a great discussion. I'll have a handout, completely free handout for everybody to kind of help you through some checklist things to kind of help you kind of move forward. Yeah, exactly. So, all right. That's it. That's our show for tonight. I am supposed to do like a call to action type thing.
Hey, Tech Troublemaker, make a scene. Content creation, living the dream. You got the gear, you got the skill. On that